It's tea time. 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 Oh, hey.
That was the musical styling by me. I should copyright it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with Team Epic Read.
Cheers.
I hear we have a lot of newbies joining us today, so hello, newbies.
Hello.
Welcome, first-timers. This is our weekly sort of
book chat.
Weekly fun time. Where we get silly and talk about books and pop culture and hedgehogs.
And things we just generally enjoy. And we talk about it with you on Twitter.
Yes. So tweet along. Today we weren't really creative and didn't come up with a fun hashtag. So it's just tea time. That's today's hashtag.
So join us. What are you drinking, Margot?
Well, I'm drinking a very special tea.
So am I.
OMG. Why don't you tell the good people what it is? And I will check Twitter to make sure everything is working.
Okay, so if you have been watching, you know that Margot and I are both in love.
We're obsessed.
With a certain book.
Yes.
Called The Madman's Daughter.
Oh yes.
It's the real deal.
It's
legit.
So good.
It's not out yet, but it's coming out very, very soon, on the 29th of January.
What's up?
So pre-order your copy now and read it so we can really talk about it.
Yes.
So, we love this book, and I got the excellent opportunity of visiting Miss Megan Shepherd in Asheville when I was in Asheville.
Jealous!
We had tea, and the tea we had was Madman's Daughter tea.
What?
Which is a delicious tea that she created herself. It's a vanilla.
Give it to me.
It's a vanilla ginger, and it's delicious.
Ingredients include red tea, South African red tea, organic natural flavoring, calendula petals, vanilla almond pieces, and ginger bits. That's awesome.
It's very good.
That sounds really good.
And so she sent us a bunch, which we will be giving away with a copy of the book.
Yes, that is today's giveaway. 5 of you guys will be winning beautiful hardcovers. Can we get a close-up and look at that?
First of all, I love the cover. Second of all, the story's better than the cover.
I like the cover.
I love the cover.
I love the cover, but it's one of those cases where good cover, great story.
Yes.
And there's too many of those out there that are great cover, meh story.
Or meh story, bleh. Or wait, right.
Awesome story, terrible cover.
Yeah.
But this one is definitely good cover, great story.
It's one you want on your bookshelf, and it's one you want to read all the time. If you're not aware, it's historical fiction. It's a kind of retelling of the Dr. Moreau.
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
So The Madman's Daughter is the daughter of Dr. Moreau, and it is good creepy times with creepy creatures in an island setting.
Yeah, she goes back to the island to go track down her father, who she thought was dead for all these years, but surprise, he's alive and he's cray-cray. Yeah. So she's gonna go track him down.
Or what?
We don't know.
Anyway,
but it's the first in a trilogy.
Yes.
So we don't know too much about the details of the second book, or the second and third book, but we do know that there are 2 more books coming.
And I did record my time with Megan, and we'll be sharing that later as it comes. On the blog, right?
Yeah,
we played with, we mutilated toys, basically, and made freaks out of them.
The tea is really good. I'm excited for the winners who get this. You get the book, and you get the tea, and you get cool bookmarks. Madman's Daughter bookmarks. Yeah, that's a cool prize.
Okay, so you guys tweet at us. Tell us what you're reading. Tell us what tea you're drinking.
Yeah.
Is it as fun as vanilla ginger tea? And Margot put together an awesome list of teas today. So we're all in the tea mindset.
We are in the tea mindset. But first we're going to check in and see what everybody's drinking and what everybody's reading.
Yay! While she's doing that.
Yeah.
First of all, who is this? I don't remember who. This is Jamie Arkin. No, Howdy Mama just said yay. Oh no, it's Howdy Mama. Howdy Mama tweeted us this picture. I don't know if you can see it. Right before we started, she got a Snarkle clone.
Aww.
Shout out to the Snarkle clone.
Snarkles is awesome.
Yes.
Snarkles is going to take over the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to Twitter here. Gizmo's review said, I hate to be a hater, but Southern sweet tea is the only way to go.
Okay. I kind of agree with you. I'm from the South.
That's not hating. That's loving.
Yeah, that's loving. But, you know, it's delicious. But in New York, since I moved from the South, it's cold to your bones, kind of cold. And
you don't really want iced tea.
Although I had iced tea this morning.
You did.
So... I'm right there with you.
Amy says she's drinking lemon ginger tea and reading Boundless. Jealous.
Ooh. Deanna is having a glass of milk. Does a body good. Awesome.
Milk was a bad choice. Sorry, I had to do a little Anchorman impression there. Giselle, Book Nerd Canada, is drinking jasmine tea.
You're not boring, Giselle.
Whoa, Kathy Coe is drinking cookie dough flavored tea.
Huh?
I want it. She's confused, but I'm really excited about that.
Are there chunks of cookie dough in it? I'm so confused. Please explain more.
Yes,
Tweet
please
at
explain this cookie dough tea.
Okay.
Holly's reading Rose tea. Rose tea is very good. Okay.
Do you want to talk some more about tea and your book companions that you made?
Yes. Today, I spent an absurdly amount of time, absurdly is my new word, absurd amount of time writing this blog post where we match up teas with some of our favorite young adult books. So there's 15 of them. It was actually really hard to come up with these pairings. Because
there was a lot of tea conversations.
Do I start with the book? Do you start with the tea?
Is it the name?
Is it the name? Is it the flavor? Is it the mood? Is it the color of the packaging and the cover of the book? So there's a lot of combinations.
And you did there's a little of each in the final
list. Bit of each. So some of the ones that are on there was, the first one that I found, I was really excited about it, was Paris Tea by Harney & Sons. So when I saw that, I immediately thought of Die For Me by Amy Plum, because that's set in Paris. Yeah. So, boom, pairing.
My favorite one, and is my regular on Tea Time, my tea, is the Wild Berry Zinger.
Oh, for Under the Never Sky. Yeah.
Perry's Berries.
Yes, we chose that.
Let's do a book shimmy for Paris Berries. Okay.
I'm sorry. She made me blush. It's all hot here. Yes, Perry's Berries. Zing. Yes, Wild Berry Zinger, chosen for Under the Never Sky because of that berry scene that Perry and Arya have in the wild.
He's teaching her what berries are dangerous.
Yeah, which berries are poisonous. So she's learning and falling in love. Yeah. Well, not really falling in love. That was like the first scene where they like start to realize they both kind of
need each other to get through. Yeah.
So, Delirium. I think that one is my favorite tea. Yeah. That pairing that I put together because it's I've never heard of this. I mean, of blooming teas.
Yeah, I haven't heard it either.
It's like, you guys probably know because you all are tea experts out there, but it's like, you get like this flower ball thing and you put it in the hot water and then it like literally blooms into a flower. So
we should get some.
We should get some because that sounds really fun.
We should do it for the Requiem one.
Okay. Yeah. Boom. Look for a blooming tea. And
I hope it's not like, endangered and we have to order it from bad illegal places.
Yeah, we'll find it. Well, the one that I chose is called Love is Blooming or something like that. And I just thought that would be perfect for Delirium because it's all about love and it's like, let your love bloom.
What are your guys' favorite tea and book pairings?
Yeah.
Tweet us at #teatime.
And go on the blog post and share your thoughts because we would love to do a follow-up post with another batch of 15. So we're going to check in. Michelle, just a little lost, that she squeed when she saw the Paris tea.
Hello. Somebody did tweet, Bailey just tweeted at us and says, isn't Allison supposed to be on this week? Yes, she was. Thank you for remembering. We forgot to remind you.
Oh, yeah.
She had a conference booked, like, immediately after we booked her on our show.
Digital Book World.
Yeah. So she is there. She's doing her thing, but we will have her on soon.
Maybe next week, maybe the week after. She'll be on. You guys will get to meet her. So
depending on ARC Party, because an ARC delivery is coming. We just don't know when.
Yeah.
So if the ARC Party's not next week, then the Alley Party will be next week.
If you guys are just tuning in, an ARC Party is when we get a shipment of mystery advanced copies of books that are coming out soon. We don't know what's in them. We have no idea. We don't order them. They just show up from Harper Teen. So what we do is we open them live in front of all you guys, and we all collectively freak out, and then we give away a bunch of them. So that's what an ARC party is, and hopefully that'll happen next week. But we don't know, because we don't know when the boxes show up. We
give out all the books that we open in the ARC party. I think
we give out. Well, one person wins one of all of them. So it's like a mega.
So
mega
I'm
prize.
checking into Twitter, and Tiff Ing at Mostly YA Lit just said, "How about a tea with a little amity bread dipped in for Divergent?"
Well, Divergent is in that pairing blog post, that tea pairings. I chose one that was from a brand called Revolution Tea, because I just thought that sounded good with Divergent, but it was also like 6 different, it's in like an assorted tea pack. There's 6 different ones, one for each faction. Ooh, which reminds me.
And one of the factions, and if you're keeping count, we count
as factionless. Yes. Speaking of fan teas, if you go to Adiagio or Adagio, it's a tea company, a loose leaf tea company. You can go and literally create your own tea, like it's called Fandom teas, Fandom blends. So you can go and make one for the Madman's Daughter, label it as Madman's Daughter, upload your own art, and you can actually buy it. You can buy your blended tea, which is really cool.
Make your own pairings. Make your book reading experience completely tailored.
Yes, and what we were kind of wondering, we want to make an Epic Reads tea, an Epic Reads blended tea. What do you guys think would be good for our tea? Tweet it. All right, we need to move on, right? To some pop culture stuff? Or do you want to talk more tea? Well, let's see. Do you guys want us to move on to pop culture? Or I'm just checking in here because we've got a lot of you joining.
Hi, everybody. I do see that. I like this. Kaylee Ann.
Yeah.
She says that her sister drinks fruit tea. She likes strawberry tea as well as a mulled wine tea.
Ooh, mulled wine. That would be really good for winter.
Perked my interests.
Kristen Williams says she's late to tea time. Well, better late than never.
Hello, Chris.
Welcome to tea time.
We can't see you if you're late, so we can't like call you out like a teacher does.
Let's see what else we have going on here.
We have ARC party.
Lots of ARC party and
it's
tea
coming.
tweets.
It's coming,
yeah,
people.
The ARC party is coming, so get ready, because the last ARC party, that's where Book Shimmy and Twitter Waves got invented. So who knows what's going to happen in the next one?
Who knows?
Book Shimmy.
Perry's Berries. Perry's Berries. Okay.
Anyway, so some stuff happened over the last couple of weeks that we wanted to, chat about.
Tea chat about.
Teas.
Okay.
You guys have probably all seen this, but whatever.
We didn't talk about it.
We haven't talked about it, so you get to listen to us talk about it. Sorry.
Ready?
Okay. First of all, the Golden Globes happened this week. So we're going to use some events from the Golden Globes to help describe how we're feeling about the Hunger Games stills that were released last week. So let's start with the first Hunger Games still.
Do you want to start with this one?
Yeah, let's start it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Sexy times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
A little finnick. We got a little finnick in there, and
he's doing a little nuzzle.
Yeah, he's doing a little nuzzle.
It's a little nuzzle.
We do a little.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Candace, you smell so good.
Oh, finnick. Oh no,
Candace,
I
you smell
can't.
so good. I'm gonna go with approve of that image. Yes. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
I wish I had a dress on.
Give us approve.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the teeny. Oh yeah. Oh, you are wearing blue and I'm wearing red. Oh! We look exactly. Yes. All right.
Yay.
Win.
All
right.
Okay.
So the next Hunger Games still. Boom. We got a little PETA. We got a little Katniss.
Okay, so I'm going to do, for this picture, you're going to have to bring that in close.
Okay.
I'm going to do this for that jaw muscle. You guys see that jaw clench? Things are getting intense!
Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's a sexy jaw clench.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a little happy Tina Fey and Amy Poehler for that one. Okay, final Hunger Games image.
Boom.
All right. Not really sure what's happening in here. Looks like some knockoff stormtroopers are taking, I don't know what's going on in this image. I'm not really sure how I feel.
What did the stormtroopers doing with Gale in...
Right.
Where?
And Gale, do you not own any other clothes? I mean, you wore that Henley last time, too. And you're wearing, like, weird...
Well, he is in District 12. So
I know, come on. If you have time to shave your beard because you look hairless, you have time to knit yourself a new shirt.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, we Tommy Lee Jones grumpy face that image.
Yeah.
How do you
more
guys feel?
the costumes.
More the costumes.
The costumes than anything.
Mostly we just wanted to use this. Have an opportunity to use grumpy Tommy Lee. Let's see. We're going to check on my Twitter, see how you guys feel about all the Hunger Games.
Dual check-in. Who cares what... Hannah says, who cares what's going on? Gale looks gorgeous.
That's true.
That's true.
So we'll give him a happy.
Yay!
Hey, thumbs up for Gale looking hot.
Sarah says, I always approve of Liam Hemsworth. Seriously, how can you not?
I couldn't remember his last name. Liam Hemsworth.
He's also... I'm a little for the older brother.
Ooh.
I don't know if that ages me a little bit.
What's the older brother's name?
He was Thor.
Hemsworth.
Chris.
Is it Chris Hemsworth?
I think so. It's Chris.
Is it Chris? Yeah, Hemsworth the Elder, I'm also a fan of. That's what I call him. Hemsworth the Elder. I could never remember his name. Thor.
Hillary agrees with you at Yell High Hill. Me neither. I don't remember that from the book. Neither of us could remember this
scene with this. Which scene?
The Gale scene.
I think that's what you're referring to. I couldn't remember it either. I was like,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Jen at Body Book Blog, she agrees that Gale needs a new Henley. Right?
Yeah.
He's wearing the Dexter Henley, and it's like really, it's really like throwing me off. Is he going to go murder people? Right? Yeah.
Who? The YA bookcase says, who is this actor that plays Finnick? I don't know. I should.
Somebody tweet at us who is playing Finnick.
Who is this? Who is supposed to be the most beautiful person ever to grace the land? Because he's got a lot to live up to, I guess.
He does have a lot to live up to. Sam Claflin.
Claflin?
Claflin.
CLAFIN.
Thank you, Book Life.
Thank you.
For
cheers.
Cheers to you, Book Life.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
I'm almost done with my
cheers
tea.
To you,
it's
Tommy
delicious.
Lee.
Okay, so movie news also. So movie news that gets us super excited.
Yes.
It is confirmed that Divergent is shooting the entire film in Chicago.
And it begins
in March.
In April.
In April.
Yeah.
So, diehard Divergent fans, get down to Chicago.
Yes.
And just start stocking.
Who wants to stock for us?
Yeah. And send us pictures.
Send us pictures. We'll send you Divergent tattoos, and we'll send you stuff if you go stock the Divergent movie set for us.
I'm pretty stoked about that news because it's going to be legit. Like, Chicago is such a big part of the book.
I like it. Yeah, exactly. I hate it when books are set in a city, like books are set in New York, but then they film them someplace else. I'm like, why not just film it in New York? I mean, it's set in New York.
Yeah, and they're even their sound stage that they're doing it on, it's all 100% in Chicago.
That's so cool. Way to go, Divergent.
Way to go, Divergent movie.
Woo! Okay. What else do we have going on? Other book stuff happening in the news. Shades of Earth, the final book by Beth Revis in the Across the Universe trilogy, got sent to space.
They shot it up to space.
Dude, what? That is so awesome. I had no idea that was happening, and I was on Entertainment Weekly's Shelf Life the other day, and I was like, what? There's a book in space? That is so cool. So, way to go, all of you who helped make that happen.
Because I seriously, the videos start, and then I just go into a trance, and then I'm like, space is cool. You know what makes space cooler? Books.
You know what makes space even cooler than that?
What?
YA books.
Yes!
Boom.
For the win.
We are taking over not only the world, but now the universe. Ha ha! Suck it, aliens.
Way to go, book nerds. Way to go.
Way to go.
Way to go. All right, let's check in.
Oh, everybody's sort of talking about the forecast. We do know they're nearing completion on that. We don't know who. Hopefully we will know soon.
We want to talk about it with you guys a lot.
I know, we really do. But we're not allowed. So, moving on then. Every Day, that book by David Levithan, the character A got its own Twitter account, and I think that's really interesting, and I was wondering, Which characters, if all the book characters in the world were on Twitter, had their own Twitter accounts, who would you follow? What book characters' Twitter accounts would you want to follow? Tweet at us. Who would you want to follow? Which character?
See, I mean, I definitely follow Voldemort, Sassy Voldemort on Twitter. Like, on Twitter...
Lord Voldemort, yeah.
Yes.
That's good Twitter.
Like, I like them to be irreverent versions of themselves. So I think that's what I go for. So I think the person that I would want to be sassy is... I mean, I'm staying in the Harry Potter world, but I really want a sassy Hermione. Like, because she I think that her Twitter account would be, like, what she doesn't really say out loud. And she just tweets it, you know? Like, because it's everything behind the eye roll that she's giving
That's
people.
true. That's true. Stars Aloft tweets that she would follow Jessica Darling.
Yes.
Jen at Body Book Blog says she would follow Warner on Twitter. That would be a good one.
That would be a good one.
Melissa Brooks says she would follow Noah from The Evolution of Mara Dyer.
Who would you follow?
That's a hard one. I would follow... oh my gosh, now I forget her name. The dragon from Aragon.
The dragon.
What is her name? I can't remember. I'm so blanking. I know Rachel Weisz's voice. She voiced it in the movie version, but I can't remember the character's name.
I feel like I don't want to follow somebody that I don't know super well. So I don't know if I would follow somebody from, like, a single book.
Saphira. Thank you, Jamie Arnold. Saphira is the name of the dragon. Yeah. So you would want to follow somebody you don't know well, or...
No, I want to know somebody that I know. Like,
that you know really well.
Yeah, I don't know from, like, a single book if I'd be like, yeah, I need to follow that.
Just somebody random. I just want to follow a dragon, just so I can be like, what's up? I follow a dragon on Twitter.
Yeah.
What do you do? Kenji and Roar, we've got a lot of... Ooh, I was just thinking that Jessie Ray says she would follow Evie from Paranormalcy. I was thinking that, too. That would be a really good one
she
to
would
follow
have, like, a pink taser cam.
Oh, my gosh.
Then I would follow that.
She'd be like, get out of bed, and she's like, ugh, I have to go, like, find and kill things now. Ugh, another one.
All right.
Okay.
So speaking of characters to follow, another good one would probably be Carrie.
From the Carrie Diaries.
Or Sex in the City, or wherever how you would.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of, did you guys catch the premiere of the Carrie Diaries on the CW this week?
I did.
I watched it.
Did you watch it? Raise your hand. Twitter wave.
Twitter wave for the Carrie Diaries.
If you watched it.
I have to say, I'm a big fan of the original Sex in the City series, so my expectations were pretty high. But I have to say I was actually really impressed with the show. I thought the casting was really well done. I think AnnaSophia Rob is fantastic.
I do too.
As Carrie.
I do too.
I love the guy who plays Sebastian Kidd. He's super hot.
Yeah.
I want to sit on a bench and go in a pool with him all day.
All day. Oh, yeah.
All day. That pool scene where he lifts her up and he slowly puts her down and then they make out. I was like, that is hot.
Yeah. But then, like, she was, like, really good as, like, a character. Like, she did very well. Yeah. I mean, such an iconic character, I think, now.
Those are some big shoes to fill.
And she filled them very, very well. Yeah, she got that, like, quirky, awkward confidence thing down. Because that's a weird thing that Carrie has.
Right. I'm excited for that series. I'm excited to see where it's going to go and how it's going to evolve beyond the book.
The only thing to note, which Margot and I both noticed, is that the fashion is very, very cute for the main characters, but then every once in a while they pan off to the background, and then it's like that really horrible 80s fashion.
Yeah, the way that the characters dress, for all of those teens out there who are watching who were not alive during the 80s.
It didn't look that cute.
It did not look that cute. But, so that's why when you see the people in the background, you're like, oh, God, what are they wearing? That's what everybody wore in reality in the 80s. The shoulder pads and the sneakers to work and, like, thick nylons and your hair all frizzed out in a scrunchie.
We were going to dress like the 80s.
We were.
But the 80s were a very bad time period for me. In retrospect, it's all right now because I could never really get into it because my hair is so thin and flat.
We can't crimp our hair.
Doesn't do anything. So, like, all of my pictures have always looked the same, which is a bonus for me now because I'm not the person that looks ridiculous.
I think I could easily do the 90s, but the 80s is hard for me.
I could do the 2000s. I rocked a lot of belly shirts.
I have a lot of my old NSYNC concert t-shirts I can wear for that.
What are your guys, do you guys love the 80s?
Yes. What are your favorite, like, 80s trends? 80s is so, like, it was so like in a couple of years ago, and then it was out, and I think now it's sort of coming back in. And
80s, for me, the first thing that comes to mind that I'm just listening to right now, and I might be wrong, it might be the 70s, but I think it's 80s.
What?
Queen.
Oh!
Queen? I can't stop listening to it.
They started late 70s.
Okay, but then the David Bowie Under Pressure song?
80s.
Love that song.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of it right now. I don't know why.
The 80s music
it's unbeatable.
It's awesome. But there's so many different styles. There's like the hair metal bands, which I tend to...
That's yours?
That's your I'm sorry. I'm totally into the hair metal bands. Mostly because I get to do it with, and it's really fun to do. So that's why I enjoy. My dad says that I have David Lee Roth hair.
I'm going to clap for that.
So that's why I like the 80s hair metal bands. But then there's like groups like...
I'm such a pop. I mean,
like
it's
Erasure and like Rhythmics. And, yeah.
Well, no, I'm like straight pop, like Madonna, Michael Jackson.
Oh, right,
all that kind of stuff.
Michael Jackson album. Thriller.
Jeez.
When did that come out? 85?
Kimberly at Backstage Tweet says the TV shows are the best part of the 80s.
Oh, what were your favorite TV shows?
I was pretty young, so it's hard.
I know that Saved by the Bell did start in 89.
When they were real little.
When they were like in middle school. Yeah. So yeah, Saved by the
Bell. Ava Reeds says the 80s, the one-hit wonders. She was born in 93, but you still remember the music. It lives on forever. Kelsey says the music in the movies. The movies, John Hughes.
Oh,
come on.
16 Candles.
The Breakfast Club.
Oh, gosh.
So good.
So good. Penny at Precious Penny says, are you kidding? 80s fashion was awesome.
Penny, I'm going to suspect you did not live in the 80s.
I think some of the fashion was awesome. Like, if you were a celebrity, fashion was totally awesome. But if you were, like, an average Joe...
But, the 80s filtered fashion that comes in now is awesome. But I think that 80s was just, like, all of it on a person... It's a lot. It's a lot.
Although Madonna's fashion was pretty awesome with like the cut-off gloves and the skirts and the neon.
Okay.
Let's see. Anybody else?
Surrey says at Paper Pages says I love the multiple bracelets from the 80s.
Oh, and slap bracelets?
Yeah.
They came in the 80s. Yeah, the slap bracelets. I was a big fan of those. Oh, and I don't know if you had one of these, but I had one of those winter coats that when you would wear it, and if you would get like heat. If you could, like, it would change colors.
Day Glow.
Yeah.
I think it's called Day Glow.
It would change colors,
nice.
Yeah. I was really into that when I was in the 80s.
All right. You want to...
Punky Brewster. Oh, nice. Teen Wolf.
So Desperately Seeking Susan.
21 Jump Street. Oh, man, there were really good 80s TV shows.
Young Johnny Depp.
Desperately Seeking Susan. I'm pretty sure that was 90s, but I could be wrong.
The Goonies! I can't believe I didn't mention The Goonies. Lauren, thank you for correcting me in all of my horribleness.
Oh, that brings
up... The Truffle Shuffle.
I mean, that brings up 80s action movies.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's never ending.
All right, bring the 80s back. Bring it back. I'm cool with it. All right, bring it back.
Okay.
So we have, we're gonna wind down here, but we have a lot of giveaways.
It's been fun. I don't want to wind it down.
I don't want to wind down either. But we have a lot of giveaways on our site, especially for those newbies out there. If you go to Epic Reads or Pitch Dark or StoryCrush.com, any of those, go to their contest page, and we've got lots of contests going on for all three of those communities. And
here's the sampling of
here's what's live right now. Boom. On Story Crush, Nobody But Us arcs, you could win those.
Yeah.
City of 1,000 Dolls, Miriam Forster. Shards and Ashes, which is a collection of short stories.
Yeah. It's got Melissa Marr, Kelly Armstrong, Veronica Roth, Margaret Stoll. A lot of people.
Yeah. Pivot Point, which Aubrey read.
I liked it.
You could also win. We just added this one, so feel free to start freaking out. Requiem.
Boom.
We've got 20 of these bad boys that we're giving away on Epic Reads. Mind Games. You can also win that one. And finally, Pulse by Patrick Carmen. You can also win that.
Yeah. This is at the top of my to-be-read pile.
I love that cover.
I'm in the mood for a dystopian again. Just really quick.
Speaking of reading.
I finished through the Evernight and I need a new pick.
Help her out.
Help me out. These are two drastically different and I can't make the decision. So Smart Girls Get What They Want or Everneath. Tell me what I should read next. Twitter.
Tweet us.
And then also, while Margot's checking in, y'all, there was a big Unravel Me spoiler today. It involves Chapter 62, and it's something that will make your jaw drop. So go to Epic Reads.
It's a short video. It's quick.
Yeah, watch it, and you'll find out some goodness. It's a pretty huge spoiler.
Irish Banana says that nobody but us was amazeballs. So go enter to win this on Story Crush.
Yeah.
Trust Irish Banana's review. Somebody's talking about Rainbow Bright.
Oh, nice.
I love Rainbow Bright. Labyrinth. Oh man, you guys are all about the 80s. I should do more 80s posts.
Yeah.
All right. So which should we read, guys? Which one? Everneath or Smart Girls?
Okay, Maxon's first. The first one I see says Smart Girls get what they want. Do it.
Maison Alexis.
Thank you for picking my book.
Mason. Sorry, I took French, so every time I see that I think Maison.
Yeah.
Mason Alexis.
Alrighty.
So what are you reading? Smart Girls?
Smart Girls.
Awesome. I've heard really good things about this.
I have too, and I'm really excited. I've been on a really paranormal dystopian kick.
It's good to cleanse the palate with good realistic fiction. And she's got another book coming out this summer, separate from this. So they're just standalones, but I love standalones.
No, I think this is a.
No.
Oh no.
It just looks the same.
Oh good. Well,
yeah.
I'm really excited.
Okay. So hopefully just stay tuned with us on Twitter. We'll let you know. We'll keep you updated on the ARC party because you definitely don't want to miss the ARC party. It's like the Twitter event of the season.
Oh,
we're so cool. Yeah.
And if you guys have been tweeting with us today and chatting with us, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes. We love you all.
Don't believe Tommy Lee Jones. It's been awesome.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler agree. They both agree that Madman's Daughter is awesome.
And if you tweet at us,
if you've been following along at all, you will be entered. You are automatically entered to win the book and some tea.
You just have to tweet at us #teatime. Most of you have already done it, but if you're just lurking and want to win, just say, "Hey, want it? Tea time."
So we are gonna pick the winners here in a few minutes, and we will tweet them out. So stay tuned, and we love you all. Have a fabulous bookish week.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.